The food drive. I took the tuna for the food drive at school. It doesn't go bad in the can, you know. Now I really gotta go. Bye. Love you.
Wow, our son an escort to a foreign exchange student at school. I'd say that's an honor, wouldn't you?
Now, dear, think about it for just a minute. A Bolivian to English dictionary. There's only one thing that could make a boy create a story like that and go to school early.
Harold, you don't think that David has a girlfriend, do you?
Well, dear, our little boy isn't so little anymore.
But if that was the case, why couldn't he just tell us the truth?
Don't you remember what it's like being a teenager, sweetheart?
Yes, I remember. And some things are best to keep from your parents as long as possible. What did Mother say about the kids of yesterday when she was raising children of her own? She often said we dressed as if we were possessed by some kind of demons from the Twilight Zone.
I remember rather well the way your mom would yell because she thought your sweaters were too tight, and how she'd always wait when we came home from a date, making sure we didn't kiss goodnight.
My skirts were way too short,
And I drove my car too fast.
and no matter whom I dated, Mom said it would never last.
No matter what we did, they'd done it better in the past.
But we'll never be like that. My dad said boys lacked discipline, and that could only lead to sin, the kind that could give girls a bad name.
Well, my mother felt completely that most girls were quite beneath me. But when it came to you, she thought the same.
Our hair was way too long, and our morals far too loose.
It was their way or the highway, and there was no good excuse. Their rules, they were so strict today, you'd call it child abuse. But
We'll never be like that.
And what did your father do when I asked to marry you? He made a list of things that you'd regret. He said you'd have no hope if you married such a dope.
And he hasn't changed his mind the least bit yet. But now that I have kids myself, some rules don't seem so bad.
Like when those kids do something that makes me really mad. Sometimes I scold that kid and think I sound just like my dad.
Go to your room.
Because I said so, that's why.
Stop that crying or I'll give you something to cry about.
Yikes!
No, we'll never be like